Welcome back friends. In this video we'll talk about Bayesian classifiers. Now in many practical applications the relationship between attribute set and the class variable is non-deterministic. So already you know attribute set means what? Suppose we have a say roll number, high school marks, college marks, sports interested and communication skill. These are the attribute marks and our class level say campus job, whether he or she will get campus job or not. Now this is what our class level. So and these are called, now remove this particular one, this is these are called the attribute features. Now sometimes it is possible that the relationship between attribute set and the class variables is non-deterministic. Now deterministic means what? Say deterministic means for the same set of input, say deterministic, for same set of input x, output always 1. For example, factorial of 3 always it is 6. It is called deterministic. Now if some randomness is there, for example, if it is non-deterministic, okay, for the same set of input we may get different output. Sometimes it is y1, sometimes it is y2, sometimes it is say yn. Okay, that means some randomness is there, some random variable is associated is there. So sometimes, so attribute set, in between the attribute set and the class level it is non-deterministic, the relationship is non-deterministic. In this situation we may use Bayesian classification. Now in short, suppose a particular person, say height is there, HEIG, height, weight, blood pressure, say, or we want to know whether that particular disease is there or not, okay, whether that particular problem is there or not. Now say particular problem is there or not. Now so let's two data are there, two rows are there. So where height say 165, weight same weight say 90 kilogram, blood pressure same 141. Now two persons are there, person 1 and person 2. Two persons are there for the same set of attribute. The person 1 P1 may have the problem and person 2 may not have the problem. So from this particular attribute it is very difficult to say what will be the class level. Sometimes it is yes for the same set of input, sometimes it is yes, sometimes it is no. So it is non-deterministic. So in this situation we have to apply Bayesian theorem. Now so the main objective is, now the main objective of the Bayesian classifiers is we have to identify a model. We have to identify the model using probabilistic relationship, okay, or to model probabilistic relationship. Probabilistic relationship to know the class level, for the given set of attribute set. Okay, so this is what our main objective, that is the objective. Okay, so we have to model a probabilistic relationship in between the attribute set and the class level. So we will give the attributes of any unseen data. The model will predict the class level of that particular attribute, unseen attribute. Okay, so we divide this video into two parts. So in first part we will talk about Bayes theorem in short. Next we will talk about Bayesian classification or Bayesian classifiers, and in the next part of the video we will talk about, or the next video we will talk about Bayesian belief network. Okay, so first one we'll talk about Bayes theorem. Now this Bayes theorem is based on this particular formula. Into Py by Px. Okay, so Px by y, where Py is the prior probability, it is called Py is nothing but the prior probability. Okay, or initial belief system, and Px by y, that means probability of x given that y, or if probability of x if y is there, then it is called class conditional probabilities. Class conditional probability. X, y and x, we assume x is a vector. It may be possible that x is a vector. Okay, and y is a class level. That means what? Y, the class levels, it belongs to, y belongs to set of class. So y belongs to, say, z. What is z? Z is the set of class. Okay, so Py is the prior probability, our prior belief. Px by y means P probability of x given that y. Now if what will be the probability of particular attribute if the class level y is there. Now from this information we can get the posterior probability. So this is what Py by x, Py by x, it is called posterior probability. Now from this information we can identify if the attribute set is this, what will be the class level. So x is what? Attribute set, and we assume it is a attribute vector, and y is a class level. So if set of attribute set are there, if set of attribute we pass, then we can identify the class level u, y. So if what will be the probability of y if the attribute set is given. So x and y, x is a set of attribute and y is a class level. Both are random variables, and capture the relationship probabilistically using Py by x. It is also called posterior probability, and already you know that Py is the prior probability. The next is Bayesian classifiers. Now during the trading phase we need to learn the posterior probability. So already know what is posterior probability. So we have to learn this one. Okay, we have to learn this one for every combination of x and y based on information gathered from the trading data. By knowing their probabilities, a test record xu can be classified by finding the class label yu that maximize the posterior probability, that maximize this particular posterior probability. Or in other word, we can say let D be a training data set. D is a training data set. It is a training data set with input features x and class level y, with input features x and y. Okay. Now there may be m classes. Now m classes are there. Say m number of classes are there. That means whether he or she will get campus job or not. So campus job, yes and no. So class level will be what? In this case, yes or no. Or three classes are there, red, blue, green. So three colors are there. We have to predict what will be the color. So classes will be what? In that case, it will be red, green, and blue. Okay, whether that particular person have that particular problem is not. So yes and no, this is the class level. Similarly, the class level may be 0 or 1. Okay, or class level may be -1 or 1. Now, given a data xu, unseen data u, the classifier will predict that xu belongs to the class having the highest posterior probability condition on x. Okay, so that is the main line. Now, x belongs to the class level yi, so xu belongs to the class yi if and only if probability of yi given that x is greater than probability of yj given that input. Okay, now for every j where I not equal to j. Okay, so that means what? If the yi given x is greater than probability of yj given x, then we can say xu belongs to the class level yi. That is, our main goal is to maximize the posterior probability. Okay, so this is nothing but our posterior probability. But here, for all the cases, for all the classes, this particular part is constant. This particular part is constant. For every case, it is constant. So, for all the cases, so our main goal is to maximize this particular part. Okay, so our main goal is to maximize this particular part. Okay, and initially we assume that the prior probability, so PYI, it is a prior probability, and known probability all are same. Suppose m number of classes are there, that means in that case PY1 is equal to PY2 is equal to, we can write PYN. The prior probabilities are same, so that means we should concentrate only this particular part. We have to concentrate this particular part. We have to maximize this particular part only. In Bayesian classifiers, we assume that the effect of an attribute value on a given class is independent of the value of the other attributes. Okay, hence it is called class conditional independence. Three attributes are there, x1, x2 and x3, and the class y is there. Now here we assume that the effect of an attribute values on a given class, effect on attributes x1, x2, x3 on a given class y is independent of the values of other attributes. So effect of x2 is independent of effect of x1, and effect of x1 is independent of x2 and x3 and so on. Thus, so we have seen that our main objective is to maximize this particular part. Okay, so we have to maximize this particular part. So how to get this one? So we can get this one using like this way. Say we can write probability of x given y class is nothing but multiplications of the attributes, multiplication of the probability, since they are independent. So we can write xk by yi. D number of attributes are there. So in this case d is equal to 3, x1, x2, x3. So d number of features are there. So k is equal to 1 to d for x1, first of all x1, for x2, for x3. So here you have to multiply this one. Multiply means why it is multiplied? Because the effect of attributes are independent. So that means if you break it, we can write x1 by yi, or probability of x1 given that yi, probability of x2 given that yi, into, okay, so multiplication is there, probability of xd given that yi. Okay, so Bayesian classification, we have to write y by x. So x is what? Y by x given x, it is posterior probability, and then pxyi, that means in this case we have to write this particular part. That means first of all write down the this is what okay, and then py by px, it is already we know. Okay, assume it is unknown data, so for that, now this is constant for in every cases, it is constant. So if you write this one first, so pyi, and for this particular part we can write this one, that means k is equal to 1 to d p xk by yi by probability of xu. Okay, so xu we can write, d dimensions are there, so xu1, xu2 to xud. So you can write you can substitute u also. So xuk by yi. So in this case also you can write u. Okay. So but this part is constant for all. So x class level is y1. So the class level of x, the class level of unseen data x will be yi, if and only if. Okay. If and only if we can write probability of this particular part xu yi py, already you have seen, is greater than probability of xu yj into probability of yj, where j varies from 1 to m and I not equal to j. Okay, so for all the class level we have to identify. That means diagrammatically we can identify, let we have a two classes, say one class is yes, another class is no. Another class is no. And input the same for both and identify the maximum. Okay, identify the maximum value. So let this is the maximum value, that means this is for y, so the class level of xu will be yes. Okay, now see one example. Now using this particular training data, here this is what our training data, and definitely this is our running example, where high school marks, college marks, sports interested and communication skill, these are nothing but our input features. And campus job, whether he or she will get campus job or not, this is what our class level. So it is a supervised technique. And high school marks, low, medium and high. So if the marks is low, medium, high, means if the marks is say less than say 60, we can say it is low marks. If the marks in between 80 to 60, okay, we can say it is a medium marks. And if in between 80 to 100, we can say it is a high marks. So the marks is if the marks is less than 60, we can say low marks. If the marks is in between 60 to 80, you can assume it is a medium marks. And if the marks is in between 100 to 80 to 100, you can say it is a high marks. So high school marks, low, medium, high, college marks, low, medium, high, sports interested, no and yes, N for no, Y for yes, and communication skill, G for great, good, and E for excellent. And campus of no and yes. Okay, so this is what our historical data, and from that data we summarize the thing, we summarize all the attributes. So if it is a high school marks, so low, medium, high, three types of attributes are there, three types of values are there. So if it is low, how many yes are there? So if it is no, you can see how many yes are there and how many no are there. Similarly, you can see here, if it is no, how many no are there? So 1, 2, 3. So 3 no are there. And if it is low, how many yes are there? 1 and 2. So 2 yes are there. Similarly, if it is medium, how many yes are there? If it is a medium, you can see here, if it is medium, how many yes are there? 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so 4 medium are there. Similarly, if it is yes, if it is high, how many yes are there? If it is high, how many yes are there? 1, 2 and 3. And how many no are there? 2 no should be there. So 1 and 2. Okay, so in this way you have to summarize the college marks, sports interested, and communication skill. Okay, we need all this because to identify the probabilities. Next is what? Two class levels are there, yes and no. So class level yes and no are there. So how many yes? Total 14 data are there. You can see total 14 data are there. So how many yes are there? It is 9 by 14. How many yes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 yes are there. How many no's are there? So remaining are the no's. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So what is the prior probability of yes? 9 by 14. What is the prior probability of no? It is 5 by 14. Now first of all, we have to identify all the probabilities. Then we will solve one problem. You can see there, say we divide this into two parts. Okay, so yes class and the no class. So if probability of high school marks is equal to low and the class level yi is yes, so it is 2 by 9. That means you can show if it is high school marks is low, if high school marks is low, then how many yes are there? 2. So 2, how many total yes are there? So total yes, 9 yes are there and total 5 no's are there. So what is the probability of what will be? So you can write this one. So what is the probability of L marks low if the class level is yes? So what is the probability of L if the class level is yes? So how to get this one? It is 2 by 9. Similarly, what is the probability of high school marks medium if the class level is yes? So this will be what? How to get this one? It will be 4 by 9. So what is the probability of medium if the class level is yes? So it is 4 by 9. So what will be what? Here I have to write 4 by 9. Similarly, in the no class, what is the probability of high school marks low given that class level is no? So probability of low given that class level is no, it is so 3 by 5. So total 3 no's are there if it is low. So 3 by 5. So here should be 3 by 5. Similarly, what is the probability of high school marks medium given that class level is no? So here it should be 3 by 5. Okay. So what is the probability of no given that class level is no? So it is 0. So you have to write 0 by 5. So here you have to write 0 by 5. So the other attributes are easily right. So we have all the probabilities. You can see here. Okay. So these are for the high school marks. These are for the college marks. These are for sports interested. These are for communication skill if the class level is yes, and if the class level is low, these are the probabilities of the if the given class level is no. Probability of college marks given class level is yes, no, given probability of sports interested given class level is no, and probability of communication skill given class level is no. Okay, now our main goal is to maximize the probability, this one. Okay, the k is equal to 1 to t probability of x k by yi. Okay, so we have to maximize this one. Now suppose one unknown data is there. Say the unknown data is high school marks is equal to medium, college marks is equal to medium, sports interested is equal to no, and communication skill is excellent. We need to what will be its class level. We need to know what will be its class level. So we have to apply this one. So for first we have to use for the class level yes, calculate for yes, and next calculate for no. We have seen here. Okay, we have seen here first for yes and next for no. So probability of yi. So here I is yes, here I is no. So probability of yes. Okay, into probability of no. We need only these attributes for this attribute. So probability of medium if it is yes, probability of medium college marks if it is yes, probability of sports interested no if it is yes, probability of excellent if it is yes. So what is the probability of yes? So we have seen that probability of yes is equal to, it is 9 by 14, and what is the probability of no? Probability of no is what? 5 by 14. Okay, we have seen. Now probability of yes is what? It is 9 by 14 into probability of, so this is for high school marks, medium yes. So you can see here, if it is medium and yes, it is 4 by 9. So you have to write into 4 by 9. If the college marks is medium, yes. If the college marks is medium and yes, it is 4 by 9 once again. If the sports interested no and the given class is yes, it is 3 by 9. And here it is excellent. Okay, so if the communication is excellent and given class is yes, it is also 3 by 9. So if you solve it, you will get the answer 0.0714. Next we will talk about for no class level. So probability of medium if the class level is no, probability of medium if the class level is no, probability of no if the class level is no, probability of excellent if the class level is no. So probability no is what? 5 by 14. Medium if it is no. So if it is medium, if it is no, it is what? 0 by 5. So 0 by 5 into, if it is medium, if it is no, then it is 2 by 5. Okay. If it is no and no, it is 4 by 5. And if it is excellent but the class level is no, it is 3 by 5. But due to this 0, the will be 0. Okay, so if you compare this one and this one, the maximum value is this one. So definitely for this particular unknown data, the class level will be yes. So here will be the class level will be yes. Now in another example, suppose another unseen data is there where high school marks is highest, college marks is high, sports interested no, and communication skill is excellent. We want to need class level. So definitely need to know for yes and for no. Okay, so probability of yes, probability of high given that yes, then probability of high once again given that yes, probability of no given that yes, and probability of excellent given that yes. And if you put the values, it is 9 by 14, 3 by 9, 2 by 9, 3 by 9 into 3 by 9. If you solve it, you can get the 0.02679. Similarly, probability of no, it is what? Probability of high given that no, probability of high given that no, probability of no given that no, Probability of excellent given that no. So the values are what? 5 by 14 into 2 by 5 into 2 by 5 into 4 by 5 into 3 by 5. If you solve it, you can get answer 0.0274. So it is 0267. It was 0274. Okay. So 0267, 0274. Which particular value is greater? This one is greater. Okay. So what will be its class level? So its class level will be no. And that is the end of this particular video. Thank you very much. In the next video, we will discuss about Bayesian belief classification.